Hey, so I'm making this for you so that you know how to properly utilize FIBS, right? So, FIBS extension is simply a tool that we use to predict where the market could potentially retrace so that you could find an entry point, right? So, as you can see, this is my FIBS, and I highly recommend you screenshotting this as well. I have 0, I have 618. I have number one, I have 886.5, 786, 71 for extra stuff. You don't need to. I also have negative 21. Okay. Boom. Now, to properly utilize fibs, right? So, for example, we're looking at this massive cell right here. You have seen this massive move, right? So, based upon cell structure, you know the fact that since it went down like this, from what sales tell you is that it should retrace back and then it's supposed to, that's when you're supposed to get in your entry. So based upon structure, you can tell that this market went down like so, and it's supposed to go back up for retracement and then another, and then that will be your entry, and then get in for the secondary or for the continuation sell, right? As you can see, this was, it's been happening. Um, so that's sell, boom, impulse, retrace, impulse, retrace, impulse, retrace, right? So based upon this move, how you would use your fibs is that you would want to market for you to find a sell, you would want to market from the top to bottom right, top to bottom right, right? So top, go down, right. So that's if you're trying to find your cell re-entry. So I'm just gonna mark this. This is the very top highest, right? Before it tanked, and then this is the lowest, right? This right here doesn't matter for now because what essentially we're looking for is the retracement on the higher end so that we could get in for another sell entry. So then you wanna go ahead and take out your fibs, place it from the top, push down to the right here, right? Boom. That's how you would use it. And you can tell that this is how I know I place my fibs right because my line is actually going down to the right, going down to the right. And you know what we've always said, the rules is that the market usually likes to retrace back at the golden zone 618. And how ironic is it that there's an actual green right there. And then of course what smart money concept does is that they love to trade in between 886 and 786, right? So if I were to find an entry with this, it would be in between either 618 or 786 and 886. In my case, I like to use around this zone right here, 886 and 786. And I'm looking for a push up before I push down. So going back, you can tell right there, boom, or right here, doesn't matter which one. And whatever the 50% of that candlesticks, it's up to you. So that would be your entry zone. That could be your re-entry zone right there. And then sell. Okay, so that's how you would use your fibs, right, for sell. I hope this was helpful. I might do a buy if this still doesn't make sense to you. Because if you're expecting the market to go back all the way up to the zone before it pushes another lower low. So if I were to create an imaginary line, it should somewhat look like this, right? And you can see this is pushing up already. Shebang. And then it will create a lower low, lower than this previous low. Ta-da. And then same thing again. Just like that.